It's day 10 of my 30-day celebration of the rainbow. And on day 9, we ended with Noah getting ready to get off the ark with all of his family and all of the animals. But I want to go back in day 10. I want to go back and I want to look at Noah's life in the scripture. And we go back to the birth of Noah. Now we know from the garden that God has made a promise to Adam and Eve that he would send a Messiah that would put them back in relationship with him so that they could have everlasting life. So when the generations pass, as the generations pass, there's like 7 or 8 generations that pass, and they're looking for this Messiah, and they don't see the promise being fulfilled. So when Noah is born, Lemech says this about Noah. Let me read this to you real quick. Oh, so much for quick. In chapter 5, verse 29, he named Noah, saying, "This one shall bring us relief and comfort from our work and the grievous toil of our hands due to the ground being cursed by the Lord." That is what Lemech said about Noah. He said Noah's going to be the Messiah. That was his bold statement. So we see that in Noah is born, lives 500 years before he has any children. In his 500th year, his children are born, and God comes to him and says, "Noah, I've got to cleanse the earth. I've got to send a flood. I've got to cleanse the evil out of the earth. It's just too evil." Noah and his family and Methuselah, they're the only ones left alive from this lineage that the Messiah is going to come from. So he says to Noah, "Build an ark." So Noah builds the ark. It takes 100 years. And in Noah's 600th year, 2nd month, and 17th day, everybody's on the ark and the rain starts. The rain comes down from the heavens, the floodgates, the windows of heaven are opened up. The fountains of the deep are bursting through the earth's crust and also providing water for the flood. And there's chaos. For 40 days and 40 nights, the earth is in chaos. And then then the rain and the water stops. And the waters begin to recede. And in for 5 months, the waters have receded. And in Noah's 600th year, 17th day of the 7th month of his life, the ark rests on Ararat. The waters are continuing to recede. And when Noah is 600 years, 10 months, the first day of the 10th month of his life, of 600 years, the mountaintops are seen. And then 40 days later, Noah sends out the raven and the dove. And the raven just keeps flying back and forth, looking for a place to perch. But the dove comes back to Noah. Noah brings him back in the ark. And then 7 days later, this is the second time that Noah sends out the dove, and the dove comes back with the olive leaf. And then Noah waits 7 days, sends the dove out again, and the dove doesn't come back. So in Noah's 601st year, the first day of the first month of his 601st year, he takes the cover off the ark and he sees the ground is drying. So on the 601st year, the 2nd month and the 27th day of Noah's life, the land is entirely dry. I just wanted to share these numbers with you because they were so fascinating to me. The 601st year of Noah's life, the second month and the 27th day, is when everybody leaves the ark. So Noah was on that ark for a year and 10 days because they're on the ark. The rain starts on the 17th day of the second month of his life. And he gets off on the second month, the 27th day of the next year. Now, there's a reason for all these numbers. This story is full of numbers. The dove goes out and comes back and goes out and comes back 3 times. After the 3rd time, he doesn't return, and Noah knows that the land is dry. I mean, the 17th day, you see so many sevens in the symbolism in this story, and the ark is fascinating. Am I going to do the research to figure out what's happening here? Because, some people say that the world will be like it was in the days of Noah when Jesus returns. So, is all this going to happen? Do those numbers have anything to do with it? I don't know. I just thought it was fascinating to go back and to look and to see the longevity and to see that Noah was always expecting to return. He was always expecting to return back to the ground. He never thought that God had put him in that boat and just forgot about him, even though days passed, a year passed, and God promised Noah that he was going to be saved, and he was saved. He and his family were saved. Think about that. If you're a Christian, you understand the words I'm saying. These are religious words that we've used for thousands of years. How to be saved. So I wanted to present that to you today on the 10th day. I wanted to present that to you and let you think about that until day 11 for when we talk about what happens when they get off the ark. Eat rainbow cake and rainbow ice cream and celebrate our 30-month celebration of the Rainbow Covenant.